Good day. At this video, we will discuss about angles of elevation and depression. Let's deepen your understanding about the angles of elevation and depression. There are important words that we should always remember about angles of elevation and depression. Let's dive in and let's unlock their definitions. First, we have the line of sight. Line of sight is an imaginary line that connects the eye of an observer to the object being observed. Okay. From this illustration, the line of sight is an imaginary line that connects the eye of an observer to the object being observed. From the eye to the object being observed. It can be here, object, or it can be here, object, to the object. And also, we have the horizontal line of sight, straight. From your eyesight, straight. Only. Okay? Now, let's proceed. With the angle of elevation. When we say angle of elevation, is the angle formed between horizontal and the observer's line of sight to an object located above the horizontal. Okay, angle of elevation. Angle formed between horizontal and the observer's line of sight to an object located above the horizontal. From the eye to the object, that is the observer's line of sight to the object located above. Okay? Located above the horizontal. This one. Pag may titingnan ka sa taas, an object that is above you, you will create, or we will create there is a angle of elevation from your eye to the object above. There is a angle of elevation. Now, we have the angle of depression. Angle of depression is the angle formed between the horizontal and the observer's line of sight to an object located below the horizontal. Meaning, from the eye to the observer's line of sight of an object located below the horizontal. This is the horizontal that is located below the object. Pag may titingnan ka sa baba, meaning may nagagawang angle of depression. That may tinitingnan kang object na nasa baba. Meaning from the horizontal line of sight, may from your eye to the object below, may nangyayari or may magkakreate na angle of depression. Now, let's proceed with the example. Okay, number 1 example. From a point 17 meter away from a tree, the angle of elevation to the tree is 38 degrees. How high is the tree? Okay. from the point okay, this is the illustration. From the point dito, galing mismo dito, sa point na to, galing mismo sa point na to, hanggang sa up to the tree, there is a 17 meter from the point to the tree. And the imaginary line is formed from the point to the top of the tree. Yung nasa taas ng tree, ito siya. The distance from the point to the tree is the horizontal. Ito siya. Ito siya. Ito yung distance. The angle formed by the imaginary line and the horizontal line is the angle of the elevation. Ito. Ito yung angle of the elevation na na-form by the imaginary line and the horizontal line. To find the height of the tree, we will use tangent. By the way, this is the given. The angle of elevation is 38 degrees and the horizontal is 17 meter. 17 meter. This one. The height of the tree is x because we will find the height of the tree. Kung gaano ba siya kataas? Okay? This is our solution. Tangent theta. What the tangent theta, the trigonometric ratio of tangent theta is opposite over adjacent, or the tangent, the TOA. The TOA or tangent is equal to opposite over adjacent. Now, this is the, we will substitute the opposite, which is the x, and the adjacent, which is the 17 meter. Then, tangent 38 degrees. The theta will become the angle of elevation. Let's substitute the theta to the angle of elevation, which is the 38 degrees and equal to x over 17 meter. Then, from this point, we will cross multiply. We all know that the denominator is always 1. Therefore, we'll cross multiply this one. 1 times x is x. And the tangent 38 theta, the tangent 38 degrees and multiplied by 17 meter. This one. Then we will find the tangent, the value of the tangent 38 degrees, which is 0.7812856265. Why is it that all the numbers should be written? Because this is not the final answer. We should never round off the value of the tangent 38 degrees because this is not the final answer. Whatever the value of the tangent 38 degree or any number, we will always write the whole number. Okay, multiplied by the 17 meter. So our final answer is x is approximately 13.28 meter. Therefore, we should never forget our conclusion that therefore the tree is approximately 13.28 meter high. So the the height of the tree is approximately 13.28. Now, let's proceed with another example. To illuminate the entrance of your school building at night is mounted on a 6-meter pole. If the base of the pole is 24-meter from the entrance, find the angle of depression from the light. Okay, this is the illustration. Now, and this is the given. Height of the pole is equal to 6-meter and base is 24-meter. The horizontal line, is formed from the light bulb to the school building, and the line of sight is formed from the light bulb to the ground, and it forms the angle of depression. Okay, there is the angle of depression. Take note that the height of the pole is 6-meter, which is the 6-meter, and the base is 24-meter. Then, to illustrate, the illustration forms a rectangle. Rectangle. In this one, it means that the opposite side are congruent. This one, the horizontal line above and the horizontal line below is congruent. And the school building entrance and the pole is also congruent. The side opposite of the pole is 6-meter. Dito, 6-meter siya. And the side opposite to base is 24-meter as well. Dito is 24-meter and dito rin is 24-meter. The pole, the opposite is the school building is also a 6-meter. 6-meter dito, 6 meters din dito. Dito sa taas, which is the base, is 24-meter. Don't forget to write the meters. The meter, the M. And this is the 24-meter. And also this is 24-meter. Okay. To find the measure of the angle of depression, let us use tangent. Why is it tangent? Because the opposite and the adjacent is part of the problem. So, this is the solution. Tangent theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. Then, let's substitute the opposite, which is the 6-meter, and the adjacent, which is the 24-meter. Now, tangent theta is equal to 0.25. 0.25 meter. Then, tangent theta is equal to the inverse tan of 0.25. So, the final answer is theta, or the angle of elevation is 14.04 degrees. Don't forget to write the conclusion. Therefore, the measure of the angle of depression from the light is 14.04. Now, let's go let's proceed to the another example. If a guy wire for a tree is 8 meter long, making a 40-degree angle with the ground, how far is the base of the tree from the stake anchoring the wire? Okay, this is the example of, this is the um, real picture of the guy wire. This one. This is the given. We have the wire is 8 meter long. The angle of elevation is 40 degrees. The base is x. We will find the base. This is the illustration. We are looking for the distance between the base of the tree to the stake anchoring the wire. From the base. From distance between the base of the tree, dito, between the base of the tree to the stake anchoring the wire. Ito siya. Ito yung hahanapin natin, yung x. Since the wire as the hypotenuse, ito, hypotenuse, the x is the adjacent side of the angle of elevation, then we will use cosine. Okay. We will use cosine. Why we will use cosine? Because there is the hypotenuse is part of the problem and the adjacent also. Now, cosine theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So the adjacent here is the x and the hypotenuse is the 8 meter. Now, let's cross multiply. As what I have said earlier, that there is a denominator of 1 here. Then cross multiply. Then cosine 40 degree times the 8 meter. Then 1 times x is x. So now we will find the value of cosine 40 degrees. So the value is 0.7660444431. Then multiplied by 8 meter. Then we will multiply this one. So the final answer is 6.13 meter. So our x here, the distance is 6.13 meter. Now, we will put the conclusion. Always put the conclusion. Don't forget that. Okay, therefore, the distance between the base of the tree to the stake anchoring the wire is approximately 6.13 meters. Okay. Always remember, in solving the problem, you should always find what is asked in the problem. Another, find the given. With what is the given? Then find what is the mathematical concept you will use by what trigonometric function you will use, as well as the trigonometric ratios that you have familiarized with. Now, and don't forget to show your solution and your final answer. Always, if it is not the final answer, please do not round off. Still, you write all the numbers and they write the conclusion. Okay, so it's for today. That's all for today. Thank you and have a great day.